For understanding how the brain works, one must first know how the information stored by the receivers are memorized. In this case, it is understood that the concretization of the inscribed in the genes in bodily activities is based on a simple manifestation of the same energetic exchange that occurs in the course of a correction of alignment made by the corrective enzyme activated during a mitosis. Likewise, it must be taken into account that bodily activities are produced as a function of the reception of the energy impulses by the cells that concretize them, such as muscle cells. Based on these events, it is understood that when it receives this information kept by the appropriated receivers corresponding to the generation of a given behavior. The section of the gene that concerns it is activated corresponding to these behaviors. This section is activated in function of the nature of said information that is it emits the energy that allows its detection by the DNA helicase enzyme concerned. In this case, said enzyme emits the energy impulses whose variation of intensity correspond to the variation of the different type of bonds which unite the nucleotides that make up the two chains that constitute the genome of the neurons, whose alignment is thus transited. Also, in this case, it should be noted that the neurons generate a more intense emission of energy than that which occurs during the phenomenon of correction, because when it causes the action of several muscle cells, it must generate the intensity that allows it to do so, which means that the energy impulse thus emitted are, after their generations, amplified based on the different energy source of these neurons, such as mitochondria. Notwithstanding this greater consumption and the greater emission, as this exchange participate in the mechanism inherent to the very nature of the animal cells, it is understood that it does not harm in any way the constitution and other activity of these neurons, such as absorption of nutrients or that of mitosis. To understanding of the functioning of this mechanism allows us to understand that all the innate actuator of all animal species, among which human species, are generated based on the consequence of this type of road. Therefore, the author called this kind of road the phenomenon of genetic reading, or more simply, a genetic reading. It also names the enzyme which make up this reading, the genetic reading enzyme. This article is based on the functioning of the brain, or le fonctionnement du cerveau, where the investigations of its author, Philippe Panchaud, in which are the studies and clarifications of the same, which was published in Amazon.com books. In a following article, the author will explain how they are memorized, and then in another how the information captured by the recipient is remembered.